I'm Leo Sidran with The Art of the Story. Today's piece comes from Ray Long.
In today's ever-expanding artistic landscape, which often feels dominated by social media and the vast excesses of content constantly being piled atop the internet, it can sometimes feel impossible to find the real stuff. Layers and layers of boundless irony seem to have folded our collective artistic culture in on itself, leaving us in a world where to be earnest is to be cringe, or so it seems the masses often rule. And with songwriters specifically, it can feel like most everyone out there today is either taking themselves way too seriously, or maybe not seriously enough. Amidst all that confusion, standing out from the crowd is Jacob Jeffries, a songwriter and singer who excels at holding the sincerity and the irony of it all so refreshingly in balance. On his album entitled You've Got the Right Idea, recorded deep in the woods of Michigan with producer Theo Katzman, Jeffries delivers a proper tour de force of songcraft, with a voice that feels both new and old, as so many great voices do. Recently, I had the pleasure of recording Jacob in my studio in Brooklyn, and the song you're hearing underneath me now is the acoustic performance that we cut that day. Since then, his songs have proven to be some of the best I've heard in a long, long time.
Get out your own way.
Speaking with Leo Sidran for the Third Story podcast, Jeffries covered learning to talk by way of the Beatles, the joy of decoding gibberish into song, and the symbiosis of funny and sad in music and everyday life.
I think I grew up wanting to be a Beatle. The religion in my house was far more Beatles than it was Jewish. My mom was peppering us with Beatles music, trivia. It's how I learned to talk. I was actually listening back to some of my record and I was like, why am I saying this word this way? I'm not even pronouncing the R. Like, I'm not saying shark smells fear. I'll go like, shark smells fear. And I'm like, why am I singing it like that? It's like, well, that's how John would sing it. You know, the Beatles were life.
If a shark smells fear, well, don't swim afraid. You got the right idea.
While much of the album is made up of meticulously crafted Beatle-esque retro pop, Jeffries wisely left ample room for spontaneity in the recording process.
Chicker Dale was one night with a bottle of red wine, and I think I kept saying Chicker Dale. And we didn't know, is it Chicker Dale? Is it Chicker on Dale Street? What is this? And we're like, it doesn't matter. And we wrote a song one night, and at the very end of the week, we were like, should we track that song, Chicker Dale? And someone said, it's a shame if we don't. And we did it all around one mic, and it was just such a fun thing.
Help me out before I go to jail. Help me out, Chicker-on-Dale.
I can sing How Much Do You Love Me in whatever voice I want. I can write a song about watching my niece grow up and the sentimental flavor that has, you know. I think funny is funny, sad is sad. Sometimes they are in bed together, sometimes they're not. And that's just life. We all have those feelings inside of us.
Bedtime.
What made the record-making process at Theo's Ranch so unique was the untethering. You're not asking, what do you guys want for dinner? Oh, sorry, I got a break early. I have a date down the street. Like, you're in 40 acres of wilderness. You're not going anywhere. You're working on this record until dinner, and then we're hanging out. It's the most beautiful way I've ever had the privilege of making anything. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
For more from Jacob Jeffries, find the full Third Story podcast on WBGO.org, catch him on tour with Vulfpeck, and listen to You've Got the Right Idea, available everywhere now. I'm Ray Long, WBGO News.